can be anything. And there's some moving around, so that's why they're all coming out. When they come out and they go down to after it's done already. I'm sure you know that. Even today, some people are trying to even come into the APC. As they go and vote for something, we are meeting when they come.
But what can you say about INEC's arrangements? INEC said it's going to be embarrassingly transparent. Can you say from this whole preparations that it is?
It's very transparent. Orderly and transparent. I can see what's happening. Is it not? You are an observer, right? What do you observe? Things are going smoothly. Is it not? Very smoothly. Very smoothly. Things are going peacefully and smoothly. That's it. It's all over the place, the same thing in Anambra. We are going to win this election, and I promise you, we give the president a very good gift when he comes out from the committee.
But INEC came pretty late to different polling centers.
It happens to everybody. Things are going right. See the ones that are going right are commenting, not what are going right. Things are going right. Things are happening.
Sir, what's your...
But the security, everything is in order. I promise you, at the end of the day, APC will be number one.
Thank you very much for your time, sir. All right, so we just had the candidate of the APC, Mr. Andy Uba. He just cast his vote. He came with an entourage of supporters, and he arrived, stayed on the queue, and he has cast his vote. It's about leaving. It's about leaving the polling unit now, and he said that he is hopeful of winning the election, and he's happy with the peaceful process.
We are quite impressed by this performance so far.
That's the APC's candidate, Mr. Andy Uba, who just cast his vote now in Uga village, Aguata local government, and he said he's hopeful of winning the election after he just cast his vote. He said reports reaching him is that the election process was going on peacefully everywhere across the state, and people are collapsing their structures for him, and is satisfied with the situation of the security, and that he is glad that his people are coming out to vote, and at the end of the day, he's sure that he will carry the day. When asked his opinion about the late arrival of INEC, he said that's normal, that it happens everywhere, but at the end of the day, it is going on peacefully, and that he's sure of victory because the people indeed have come out for him. There he is stepping into his car right now, leaving. He's stepping into his car now, leaving. Candidate of the APC here at the gubernatorial elections in Anambra, Mr. Andy Uba, has just cast his vote, and replying to pressmen, he said he was hopeful of winning the election as opposition members were collapsing their structures for him, and that he was sure of victory. He came in about 15-20 minutes ago, stayed on the queue, cast his vote, interacted with his people, still doing so at the moment. He's about to leave the polling unit, but he's still very much around. He said he's hopeful that the people all over the state are voting for him and his party, and that he's sure of victory. If you're just watching us, you are joining us here live in Uga village, Aguata local government, Anambra. This is the polling center of the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Mr. Andy Uba, who just cast his vote a few minutes ago. He arrived about 10 or 15 minutes before he did cast his vote, stayed on the queue, interacted with the people, still interacting with his people. Upon replying journalists here, he said he is hopeful of winning the election, as the reports he has been getting have been nice across the state. It has been peaceful so far, and other opposition members are collapsing their structure for him, and I is sure of the people of Anambra giving the state over to the APC as a gift to the president. That was exactly how he did put it. So you can see him leaving now, driving outside of the premises. That's the APC's candidate driving out of the premises with his convoy. You can see the people here at Aguata polling unit. Polling unit 16 and 17. You can see the people one by one. They've been arriving one by one, coming around to cast their vote. You can see the people here still waiting to cast their vote. They started arriving as early as started arriving about 1 hour or more earlier than INEC, and when we asked Andy Uba about that, he said that was a normal thing, a delay by the INEC officials was normal, but that in the end he was hopeful that he was going to win this election. We've been taking you around Uga from one polling unit to the other. We've been walking the length and breadth of Uga, and like I said earlier in our broadcast, people are coming out one after the other, after what looked like we are going to have a very poor turnout, but here we are, people standing, some have voted, some have left, especially the elderly, and people are still very much around trying to exercise their civil duty. Election is going on across the state, and according to the Independent National Electoral Commission, we have over 2.5 million registered voters. Like I said earlier, in the 2010 election, we had about 1.8 million voters, but only 302,000 people turned up to vote on election day. Now we have 2.5 million voters, and we are hoping to see how many of that number will turn out. This is Uga in Aguata local government, Anambra. It's D-Day here, D-Day across the state and across the state. Anambra people are going to the polls to elect a new governor who will be in charge for the next 4 years. And so far, from everything I have seen today, it has been peaceful. Here in Uga, Aguata local government, Anambra State, it has been peaceful. Security officials are busy doing their duty, ensuring that nothing is going wrong, and the voters are busy as well. Finally, Yandi Uba's entourage is leaving. His convoy is leaving.
La 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 la.